Good morning to all of those tuning in. This is the Pt.11, and today we're back to playing Jenny LeClue Detectivu. So, last time we made our way through the sewers and we actually broke Jenny's mother and CJ out of jail, even though, weirdly enough, all he had to do was, stop talking. He's a weird one. But anyways, we are going to be continuing from there. So, let's get right back into it. All right. I remember part of the whole thing. Well, it's me again, Arthur K. Frankenstein. That's a horrible last name. And we're here, and we are at book 38 of Jenny LeClue series, her most joyful adventure yet. Thank you for all the new Jenny LeClue fans out there. You have been both incredibly supportive. To answer your question, despite any rumors you may have heard, of course the Jenny books will continue as long as there is ink in my pen and a ribbon in my typewriter. Does anyone use typewriters anymore? It seems a bit old-fashioned, to be honest. But anyways, yes, it will be more of the same. I refuse to change my formula. Arthurton will always be a safe and happy place. Isn't that kind of boring? Holy shit. Oh, Emma Vast Normandy Johnson. Is that a Mass Effect reference? Because in Mass Effect, the Quarians have a thing where Vass and then the ship name. And it actually, weirdly enough, changes depending on which one you're actually stationed at. Huh, that's cool. It also just might actually be the name. It just stood out to me as that. Huh, it's cool. Other than that, are these just backers or... I don't know, kind of cool. Dad sent the messages. Where is Willow's drop? Did she find them all? Emergency only. You had a map. Missing... Oh, sorry. Mining accident. Zazar machine. Keith, can he ever forgive her? Friend or foe? Good heart, too nice. Secret lab, Glatz. Ipsa scientia potesta est? The fuck? Is that Latin? Edificor nover amunde. Ab Odin Liputas? Ooh, look at that. All sleep and no work. Makes Rufus a dull dog. Do it for Jenny. CJ, mom guilty. Oh, that's part of one of the pages, no? Everyone thought he was crazy. Oh, right, because some of CJ's theories, even though he's kind of off base for them, he was on the right track. He just had the wrong conclusions. Les Strasberry. Oh, sorry, Les Strasberry. Meaning the strawberries. Strasberry, like plural, if I am remembering my French correctly. Glatzkot, Good or Bad, MIB, which is Men in Black. Henry LeClue, what was he working on? Who Are There? Council of Three, something scratched out, not yet. Oh, they're teasing us with something. I think that's gonna continue. That's just a refill. Or recap, not refill. Author, what a wonderful surprise. Alan just finished reading the most recent chapter. Much better, old boy, much better. It's really shaping up to be a great mystery. Just a few notes, nothing major, tiny tweaks. Liar, learn to read. We need more. More intrigue, more danger, crank it up a notch. It's a book, not a rocket concert. I did a little creative writing back in my school days. Here's a suggestion. Okay, before we continue, I would like to say, look, writing in schools is much different than writing a book, for one. Schools can teach you the basic structure, grammar, punctuation, all that jazz, but it's much different translating that into writing an actual book, as there's a lot more that goes into it. Like, for example, just because we write a certain way and we think a certain way is proper, that doesn't mean that's always how we talk. So it can get quite boring if you're writing your characters in a way to be more proper. This might make more sense for people who are richer or in high society, but not so much for people who are just normal. This is, again, if I'm correct, this is especially a thing for French, where the way you write stuff is much different than the way you speak. And when you're writing dialogue from what the author is talking, or not the author, the narrator, that's probably going to be written in proper French. But the way the characters speak will be written in a more relaxed type of French, depending on where they're from, their place in society, and just personal preference of whatever the character is. It's less extreme in English, I guess, unless you go to or have a character from places where they do use a lot of slang. And the most common thing for that is when you're shortening words to be not hyphenated, but a contraction that's not normal or an unordinary contraction, which some people do naturally in their speaking, but you don't really see that in writing. Anyways, how about, bear with me here, another murder. This time, a character the readers really care about. Someone close to Jenny. Maybe even Jenny herself. After all, what's a great detective story without a few murders? Okay, I'm actually kind of agreeing with the author on this one. That's kind of an awful story idea. Because, okay, think about it like this. The story that's being played out is the murder of the dean, and or as far as we know, the attempted murder, or the murder that's in the works of Jenny's mother. So if you have someone just straight up die, that actually might kill a lot of the momentum, because then you have to start the story over and emotionally build it up again You know, if that makes sense. Because let's say Jenny's mother did die. That means she has to go back down at her lowest point because her mother died. That means all the work she did was for nothing. So she's going to hit that depressive slump, which then you have to work her out of to solve the mystery. But when that's in the middle of a book or closer to the end, that makes writing a lot more condensed and can feel rushed and unnatural. So the way the book is laid out now, with the murder at the beginning, with the depression due to the her mother being incarcerated and blamed for the murder, the interrogation against Jenny, that all put her in the depressive slump, and we've seen her focus on a goal and work her way out of that, and work her way to clearing her mother's name, and then on her way to doing that, finding out there's a murder plot, or at least as far as she knows, against her mother, and then working to stop that. And if you're killing off someone else that's not her mother, it can act as a distraction, if not done correctly, which again can throw a wrench into like the train rails and just derail everything. So you have to be very careful, and I honestly don't think this is a good idea. Give us something huge and unexpected. Surprise yourself, surprise us all. I agree with that. Something huge and unexpected's fine. Just not a murder. I'll leave the details to you, but author, do make these changes, or it's curtains for the book. The book's fine how it is. Wait, hold up. Okay, so what do we click on that continues the story? Oh, do we just hit exit? Oh my god, I didn't even see that.
Someone else? I can't do it, can I? Who would it be? I can't bear it. It's too much. First her father and now her mother. How will the poor girl ever recover? All of this could have been avoided if I just stuck to my original formula. There must be a way to fix this. You're right, Rufus. I need some rest. These long writing sessions are starting to take their toll.
I feel like an idiot for not noticing the exit button.
Mom, you broke my...
But Jenny's mother was gone. More confused than ever, Jenny had no choice but to make her way back through the sewer completely alone. Well, apart from the man coming to kill her, of course.
Not helpful.
Jenny! You've got to get out of here. The Shadow Men are dangerous, and my boxing skills aren't what they used to be.
You were right all along, CJ. About everything.
You saw them? The little green men?
Okay, maybe not everything. It's never aliens.
Until it is.
But all the strange phenomena around town? I've seen it too.
Good.
It's all connected. And my mom knows more than she's letting on.
Yes! Trust no one!
What did she tell you before I arrived? She asked you to do something for her. What was it?
I'll never tell. She swore me to secrecy.
Trick him.
Excellent. You passed the test.
Did I?
Mom told me you would never give her up. That's why she gave me the secret code. Widow's Drop.
Ah, so she told you as well.
Yes. I've just forgotten some of the details. What did she need us to do?
Let's see. It was very important. Life or death. Find Widow's Drop. That was first. Look for the flowers. Use the key. Oh, wear the gloves. Very important. It's a lot to fit in before sunrise.
And where is Widow's Drop?
Good question. I don't remember.
Did she at least give you a sense of which direction she was going?
Well, if I'm north and you're south, then she must have been going,
It was no good. CJ's memory was jumbled at the best of times. Right now, Jenny needed to evade the man in black and get back to the room where her father was trapped.
Stay safe, CJ. I'll see you on the other side.
Oh, yes. Goodbye, Jenny. Keep your eyes open. The truth is closer than you think.
Now, Mom went that way.
But Jenny wouldn't be following her.
Damn.
It's actually a little funny because I was gonna actually head that way and see if I could do anything. But I suppose it does make sense that the game would go out of its way to make sure that we couldn't. Okay, I changed my mind. That wasn't there before. Meaning they might have hid something over here. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind missing the gallery images, but the postcards, on the other hand, are something I want to collect. They do have stuff on them. No, just a waste of time. That's fine. It's worth checking it out anyways. But I guess the lead with CJ wasn't very helpful, but it does make sense. He's not the most reliable of characters. He's one I quite like, don't get me wrong, but he's never, actually, let me say this, he's never directly reliable. That was that. He's always been reliable in an indirect manner. Like, when he goes off about the aliens being something, the men in the shadow people, like, he's wrong about the alien and shadow people, but the way he got to those conclusions is more important than the conclusions. For example, the weird Zazor spears causing convenient.
What the hell is going on? Jenny, please hurry! He's coming! I'm going as fast as I can. Also, hi, Mrs. LeClue. My mom isn't here. Oh no! What happened? Jenny? Jenny, are you okay?
Abandoned by her mother, hunted by a killer, covered in filthy water. Jenny LeClue was most certainly not okay.
Just let me focus on not getting brutally murdered.
Dr. Benderson says it's always better to get things out in the open.
You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
Okay, I will respect that. That's... If she's not ready to talk about something, she probably shouldn't be. But I do trust Susie. I think her and Jenny need to communicate more. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, think about it from, like the clues that led CJ to get to where he did. The Zazor spheres causing anomalies. That, he wouldn't have known about the Zazor spheres. At least, not likely. Where the fuck? But what he did know about is the anomalies themselves. So, taking into account that... Oh, do I have to? So
Part of the head was shrouded in darkness.
I sure wish I still had my flashlight.
Was Jenny ready for the next chapter of her adventure?
Yeah, I'm good. So taking into account that
An unfamiliar feeling began to ferment in the back of Jenny's mind. Doubt. Why did her mother act so suspiciously? Where did she go in such a hurry? Jenny had expected answers, but now each step forward felt as if the ground were crumbling beneath her feet.
Okay, time to end it there. I'm kidding. I'm not that much of a dick. Anyways, considering, if you think about it, CJ is kind of like working on a puzzle with a lot of missing pieces. And considering... Oh, right, the ghosts. And considering he put a lot of the pieces together in the correct places...
Jenny! Are you okay? Oh, everything's super down here. Just wandering around in total darkness, trying not to get killed.
Oh, well if you need some light, there's one on your walkie-talkie.
What? Why didn't you tell me that before?
You said not to disturb you.
Jenny fumbled in the darkness until she found the switch on her walkie-talkie. Jenny stood perilously close to the edge of a deep pit. If Susie hadn't interrupted her when she did...
I'm going to have to jump to that minecart.
But even if Jenny made the jump, she couldn't be sure it would support her weight.
If it was going to fall, it would have done it by now.
That is not true.
See? Steady as a rock. That's enough near-death experiences for one day.
So what, does that put us at 9, if I remember correctly? Like, Jesus. But anyways, yeah, CJ's working with basically a puzzle.
Tunnel 13. Unlucky for some.
Hey, that's my lucky number. But yeah, he's working with a puzzle, and he put a lot of the correct puzzle pieces in the correct places. It just seems that the missing pieces are being filled in with the incorrect pieces. Like, almost like self-made pieces. Which is interesting. Because it's almost like he has the picture. It's just distorted and incorrect. CJ's pretty smart, actually.
Jenny shivered as she realized the true scale of the tragedy that had befallen the miners.
I'm standing in the world's biggest tomb. And if none of the miners got out, how am I supposed to?
Fortunately, Jenny had Susie Glatz.
Susie, come in.
Thank goodness. I was worried you dropped your walkie-talkie. The line just went dead.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I need
Her mouth went dry.
your...
How could one word be so difficult to say?
I need your help.
Jenny felt a wave of nausea as the words left her mouth.
Susie, are you there?
It would be an honor to assist you in any way I can, Jenny LeClue.
I'm in Tunnel 13. I've reached a dead end. I need you to find me another way out.
Of course. Just give me a moment. Found it! You're close to the extraction chamber, where they transfer crystals to the surface for processing. There's bound to be an exit there. But it's a long way up. You're going to have to climb.
No problem. Oh, and Susie, thanks.
Susie is such a doll. Stay out, stay alive. What? Okay, canonically, if you remember, the Sticker Club is doing this. So that means one of those members were down here placing stickers. Why? Like, okay, I get maybe a forest or something. But...
Extraction chamber. This is definitely it.
But like... Okay, no, that's just the back. There's... So we just jump? So like, why are teenagers down here? And how did they get down here? Because remember that bridge that we took? Wasn't there before like 5 minutes. And can we? Come on. Come on. No, other way. Wait, do we have to move this? Oh shit, get up. What's this do? Huh. Oh, now we can activate it.
Feels like something's holding it in place. I
Huh?
don't think I'm gonna be able to move it.
Weird. Okay, wait. We could push it off. Can I? There we go. Oh! There we go. Something's holding it in place. Interesting. Okay, so we have to go up the ladder. Oh, another one of these. But that's not the last one. There can't... Well, I can't imagine there being that many more. Maybe one or two. Wrong button. We can actually check. 4. Holy shit. Okay. No, up. Please. Up, for the love of all that is unholy, please. Oh, you're killing me, game. I honestly feel like I'm doing something wrong. But it works.
It looks like it might still work.
Yeah, but did you want it to work?
I was better off in the dark.
Oh god. Tell me this is a gallery item, not a sticker. Thank you. Because that would be dark as fuck.
That was satisfying. But what did it do? It's a pulley of some kind. The rope must be attached to something nearby.
Interesting. Okay, one. It's interesting that I can't run. Okay, so there's nothing that way. So it's attached to something. I wonder if... What? I didn't miss that, did I? Huh. Oh, I don't think I like that. Okay, so I think when you're up against a barrel, if you walk towards it or press the stick in that motion, then she does the motion to jump up. Still weird. But can we? Okay, there we go. But I guess that's better than nothing, I guess. It's still weird. Okay, look, if you ain't... No, other way, other way. As I was saying, if you ain't helping, please go away, you're kind of creepy. Is that the same guy? Or is these all different miners? It's a little creepy because they all look the same. And it still implies they died before reaching the exit. Finally, we can run. Please tell me we're getting out of this place. That's dirty. What, am I missing anything else? Wait, did the other bear kids have stickers and stuff? Did I just totally miss a bunch of items? Oh, I feel so dumb if I did. But I mean, then again...
Shards of moonlight shone through cracks in the ceiling.
The extraction chamber. That was too close. I better get moving.
Then again, I only caught that sticker by accident. And... actually, we can check. Oh. We might have only missed one. That's not that bad. Then again, I wasn't exclusively looking out for them. I only caught that one by chance. shit.
The man in black! I need to find somewhere to hide. And fast.
Oh god. No way out. Too risky. Can't reach. Too exposed. Oh.
High up in the air, out of sight, covered on all sides. The minecart was an ideal hiding place.
Also, is the man in black whistling "Give a Dog a Bone"? I've been wondering that for a while. I honestly don't know. And it really bugs me, because there's a lot of, like, nursery rhymes and, like, little song things that I used to know really well when I was a kid. But
Jenny peered over the edge of the minecart. She was confident the man in black wouldn't spot her, but she'd need to remain perfectly still. Even the slightest sound could give her away.
But I haven't heard them in so long that I've just, like, forgotten, you know?
Almost in the clear. Just a few more seconds of absolute silence.
Jenny!
God damn it, Susie.
I just wanted to say, I think we had a really good breakthrough just now.
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
I can feel our friendship growing. I know it's a silly thing to say,
I changed my mind about
He's
Suri.
starting to run out. It won't be long before he reaches the jail and realizes my mom isn't there.
And something told her he wouldn't be very pleased.
Are you trying to get me killed?
Sorry. I just wanted to let you know I'm here for you whenever you need me.
That's very nice, Susie. But none of that matters if I'm dead. Don't call me, I'll call you.
Okay, that was a little meaner than I thought it would be. Is there a fucking sticker up here? But yeah, holy shit, we were so close to being caught.
The shattered skull of a long-deceased miner looked up at Jenny.
Poor guy.
Dear Clara, I write this letter knowing you will never read it. Everyone is dead, I'll be next. My wound is infected, the smell attracts the rats. I've lost the energy to keep them at bay. The men in suits will tell you this was our fault. We disobeyed orders. I didn't follow safety procedures. You won't believe them. You'll fight for the truth, but you will never know the truth, and that pains me most. They left us here to die, but their great plan for Arthurton would be its downfall. I'm sorry to leave you, my dear. Sincerely, Samuel. Damn, man. That's just fucking depressing.
That was somebody's dad. He was still alive and no one came to help him. He never got to say goodbye.
Jenny knew exactly how that felt.
The Council of Three blamed the workers to protect their secret.
Jenny folded up the letter and placed it in her pocket.
I'll find your family, Samuel, and deliver it to them personally. And I won't rest until the whole town knows the truth. Structurally unsound, just like everything else around here. There are 2 minecarts attached together by a system of pulleys. After all these tremors, I'm amazed they're still hanging up there.
Also, if you do have an infected wound, and... Okay, this is good.
That's one big pile of rocks. They must weigh a ton each.
This is gonna sound really gross. If you have a wound that's infected, and you see like a corpse with maggots on it, it is better to put the maggots on your wound than to do nothing, as maggots only eat dead flesh, so they can actually clean up your wound and help disinfect it. It is super fucking gross, but maggots, unlike flies, are quite sanitary and are even used in hospitals to clear away dead flesh better than what surgeons can do. Just so you know.
I see a light up there.
But the ladder was out of reach.
Oh my fucking god. You kidding me? Oh shit, this actually... Where is that? Where's my goodie? Hey, there we go. Fucking Christ. You gotta be kidding me.
Fragments of quartz crystal littered the room.
They're beautiful.
She held one in her hands.
It'd be a good souvenir if it wasn't so heavy.
Like a well-oiled machine, Jenny LeClue's brilliant mind kicked into gear. A plan had started to form.
How can I reach
the ladder?
If I'm correct, quartz, specifically, isn't that heavy? So that can't be pure quartz, but I wouldn't know what it is if it's heavy. 'Cause crystals, at least ones that can fit in your pocket, they're not usually heavy. So that's weird. So we can use that, the crystal, because it's heavy. And probably this. But I don't know if I've said this before, but quartz is actually quite interesting as a crystal, because when you apply pressure to it, it actually, like actual pressure, like atmospheric levels, it actually generates electricity. And when you reduce the pressure on it, it actually almost recharges itself. I don't think it has any useful applications. It's just a weird quirk of crystal. Really?
That doesn't quite add up. Let me give this some more thought.
The only other thing I can think of is replacing the rocks with that. Oh shit.
Stand in the minecart to reach the ladder. But first, I need to get it down. And I know exactly how to do it.
Okay, that's not bad.
The minecart is connected to a pulley. When I jumped inside, it lowered, but it didn't reach the floor. First, I'll climb to the top of the rickety scaffolding. Then I'll jump in the minecart with my pockets full of crystals. The extra weight will carry me all the way to the floor. At the bottom, I'll climb out and push the minecart underneath the ladder. Finally, I'll use the added height to reach the ladder. Then it's a straight shot to freedom.
I only have...
Another cave-in, another dead end.
I only have one problem with this plan. The extra crystal's gonna make her heavy enough that the structurally unsound scaffolding will not only be dangerous for one, but her jumps won't actually be as, I guess the best way to say it is as strong as they normally would. So she might not actually be able to jump. Well, she's at an elevated height, don't get me wrong. But that doesn't mean it's still not dangerous for her to jump. With the crystals, I would actually throw the crystals in first.
Maybe I need more crystals.
Really? How many? Oh, I would have had to jump up there anyways to get this one.
I can't fit any more crystals in my pockets. Hopefully this will be enough.
Again, toss the crystals in. I guess the only dangerous thing about doing that is that it will lower the minecart, meaning that's more distance between you and the minecart that you have to fall, which will increase the chances of injury.
Why didn't that work? Something's holding me back.
Huh. Okay, interesting. Wait, why don't we just use that one then? Wait, what? There's another. These things are everywhere. Oh, we only need 3 more.
Another transmitter on Glatt's core property. Susie denied her family's involvement, but I can't imagine they don't know about this.
Yeah, it's kind of suspicious, I'm not gonna lie. Well, looks like we can't use that minecart. Okay, I'm really curious now. How many Zazor spheres are there? And not only that, but what are... So we've seen, what, 2 or 3 different... Holy shit. Did that technically just die? Holy shit, I just killed Jenny LeClue.
Jenny opened her eyes and rubbed her aching head.
How long was I out for?
Things hadn't quite gone according to plan.
I guess my calculations were slightly off.
Fortunately, Jenny found herself in a familiar place.
This is
No
the tunnel
shit.
where I first came in.
Unfortunately, someone else had heard the commotion.
Uh-oh.
Time to go.
Wait, I'm curious. Would I have been able to stop it in time if I was quicker? And if I did, that could have led to a different path. Hold up. That is something I'm gonna check. 60J's compass, that's really far back. Okay, called Susie back, but there's no other options. Huh. Interesting. Any other secrets? Anything new? Okay. Thinking about this in a more canonical fashion, I probably shouldn't be pissing around like this.
Here goes nothing.
Welcome back, S32. Access level Z Alpha granted. Disarming blast door 13A. For your safety, please stand clear.
Interesting.
Jenny paused. She was finally here. Could it be true? Was her father really on the other side of this door? The man she'd lost forever. She would have given anything to bring him back. What would she say to him? How would she feel when she saw him? Of all the puzzles she'd solved, every obstacle she'd climbed, and every leap of faith she'd made, this was the scariest moment of all.
Mom should be here.
She needed her. She needed someone. Maybe even
The man in
Susie.
black. Oh.
I'm not gonna solve anything by just standing here.
Arthurton had slowly revealed its secrets to Jenny, and now she faced the final chapter. Gathering her courage, she took a deep breath
This is it, Jenny.
and stepped into the darkness once more.
Dad?
Her voice echoed in the darkness.
That's just creepy. But I think I'll continue next time. That seems like a good place to end. Kind of a dick move to end it there, but you know, gotta end it off the cliffhangers. Makes it more likely for people to continue joining in. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm 8. I'm seeing maybe 8, 9 missing. That's not bad. I don't know if I missed any. Because I definitely missed stickers. But I haven't missed any of the scrap pieces yet, at least to my knowledge. So, I don't know. Susie has the worst timing ever. Yeah, I changed my mind about Susie. Just a little bit. I still like her, don't get me wrong. But, like, god damn. She's that friend that will get you killed. Yeah, that's... I think the thing that still bugs me about this whole thing is the missing choices. There's only, what, 3 of them? 2... Yeah, I guess only 3. Because these 2 I don't think we've even unlocked yet. Oh, actually... Yeah, 7 out of 10 there. Weird. I'm trying to think. Some of the, I will admit, some of the stuff that we're covering is a bit depressing. But I do hope that it does pay off. Story-wise later. Like the letter. I hope that actually pays off. And then I do really wonder if Susie's dad is actually alive or if it's something else entirely. And then we still know nothing about why Dean was murdered. And we're almost near the end of the game. That's weird, isn't it? Was that just me? Like, I'm trying to think, like, over the course of this whole game, we know a lot, but again, we don't know anything. It's like my analogy last time. It's like having all the tissues for the muscles and bone and body, but none of the actual connective tissues to hold everything together. Which, again, still bugs me. And I guess it also bugs me that Jenny's mom just bounced right away. Like, what was that about? Like, you think she would at least drag her kid out of the sewers first, and then make her go home. Or, I guess, back to Susie's place. Why would she make her go back through the sewers and the mines, which are not only dangerous, but if she, like, thinking about it from the mother's perspective, you don't know if Jenny's, like, exaggerating the murder, like the murderer aspect, but, like, assuming she's correct, and you should, as it's safe than sorry, why the hell are you sending your kid back through the dangerous-ass mines with a murderer potentially in there, instead of dragging her out of the sewer with you? That's just baffling to me. But maybe that is just me. I don't know. That really just doesn't seem like the wisest thing to do. But I guess the biggest reason, jumping a little bit, the biggest reason I do question whether or not Henry LeClue is alive, it's just because her mother was so sure that he's dead. And remember, she knows more than she's letting on. So, unless her father faked his death, he's probably dead. And those messages might actually just be something that's very old. Around the time, right before the Zazar spheres got discontinued. And the message just might not have ever been stopped. But that's not that likely. I think, honestly, there might be more going on there. What, though, I don't know. Which I am curious about. But I do hope they start giving us a lot more stuff to connect the dots. But I guess for now, there's no point in really speculating when I don't really have the answers to that. So I guess I can just end it here. So thank you for tuning into The Frequency. This is the Rebel Lemon signing off. So good night and sweet nightmares.